Yes, from the US side, US President Donald Trump signed an executive order on Thursday approving a deal which involved American investors to own around 80% of a new joint venture that will oversee the US operations of TikTok, whereas ByteDance and its affiliates will own less than 20%. It hasn't been announced that who exactly from the US side will be involved in the new joint venture, but the White House said it will be announced in a few days. But we know that Oracle, the very important cloud partner, will be involved in this new joint venture and monitor the security of the US user data of the TikTok platform. And also the joint venture would control the operation of the recommendation algorithms as well as its content moderation operations. Out of this deal, there's no price has been disclosed, but the Vice President Vance said that the new version, the US version of TikTok, would be valued around $14 billion US dollars. It is actually relatively small compared to the valuation of the entire ByteDance, which is about 300 billion US dollars. But still, the US market is the most important market for any company that goes global. So this is all the information we got from the US side. That Trump said that Chinese President Xi Jinping had given him the go-ahead of this deal. But this wording is very tricky because Trump only meant that Xi allowed him to approve the deal, but it didn't necessarily mean that Xi approved the deal. The deal was actually similar to one formed in 2020 among ByteDance, Oracle, and Walmart. But at that time, the Chinese government abruptly updated its export control list to add 2 technologies, including the recommendation algorithm used by TikTok, which became a deal breaker of the 2020 deal. Officially, China's Commerce Department and the Foreign Affairs Department, they repeatedly saying that any deal involving TikTok has to comply with Chinese laws and regulations. But recently, after the call between Trump and Xi last week, China's cyberspace official, Wang Jingtao, he said that under the new deal, the algorithm could be licensed to the US joint venture, which I think will become a silver lining for the deal to comply with both governments in the US and China.
By law, with this executive order, you will be effectively bringing into effect the agreement that will save TikTok.
The executive order signed by Trump on Thursday did not specify a timeline, but it did give another 120 days for the law to ban TikTok to take into effect, which will mean January 23rd. Given that, we can expect it to finalize around that time because I personally think it would be a good timing for both Trump to celebrate his first anniversary of his second term, and in China, which will be around the Chinese New Year at that time.